So here I'm going to be going over a couple of Fiddlesticks tips on his mechanics on his drain and his fear passive. So the way that his drain works is the damage actually goes off 0.1 seconds after you start draining. So you can actually, instead of, flash draining or whatever, you can actually drain flash and it actually makes the drain go off a little sooner. So if you're going to flash drain, you might as well just drain flash because it makes the damage come out a bit sooner. Now, it only works if you have something in range to W before you drain flash. But what that actually means is that if there's like an enemy here and an enemy here, normally you wouldn't be able to fear them both. You could maybe E them and then flash drain, sure, but that requires you to hit the skill shot and all that. Where there, say there's multiple, say there's another guy here. These guys are everywhere, okay? They're all over you. If you drain flash, it thinks that you start your drain in the bush, so you'll actually get the fear on everyone here. So it's very useful in some situations. It's not, I mean, it's obviously not always going to be the situation where you can use it like this, where you can drain flash from, because something has to be in drain range when you start. If I were to just drain flash right here, nothing would happen because you need to have something to drain when you start it. So put an enemy dummy here, and you can then do the drain flash, and you get the fear on everyone. So that's pretty useful. Another trick is actually with his ultimate. So if I gotta wait for the fears to, okay, they're gone now. So the way that his E works with his alt is that if you're casting alt, I'll turn off cooldowns so that it makes more sense. If you start casting alt and during the you have a 1.5 second channel during your alt, if you cast E during that channel, it'll think that you E'd before the alt. So it'll actually fear people that get hit by that E. So if I start alting and click E right there, you see how it E'd him and feared him? It thinks that you're it thinks that you're E'ing from out of vision, but you're actually E'ing right here. So like it's actually super. I use this so much. I don't know if this is by design, but it is definitely in the game, so I would definitely utilize this. Um, so like there's a ton of fights that this could be useful for. Like if there's a big fight over here or something, and you don't think, here, let's set up a position. If there's enemies all over the place. And you start alting in, you know you're not going to hit all of them. But if this guy's like a priority target and your team's fighting him, you can just start Eing. You see how you get the fear on him? So it really helps you extend the range of your fear when you're alting. And so this also works if you do the the drain flash I mentioned before. It also works. This one's actually a lot harder than the E because the E you just have to click at some point before you land. The drain flash, you have to use the drain flash right when you land for it to work. So I'm gonna do it now. And you see how you get the fear on everyone? So yeah, these are some things I would look to use in your games. Try it out in practice tool. Then maybe utilize these drain flash or, Eing while the ult's going off, or even combining it with a drain flash and the ult.